How do you go from first round pick to NFL punchline? How does a quarterback go from college star to a guy teams don't even want as a backup? Let's count down the biggest QB flops in NFL draft history. Guys taken in the first round with sky-high expectations, only to fall flat, flame out, or straight up disappear. Some ruined franchises, some just vanished. All of them, legendary busts. Number 10, Johnny Manziel, 2014, pick number 22, Cleveland Browns. This one still stings for Cleveland fans. Johnny Football Manziel had the hype, the Heisman, and the swagger, but once he got to the NFL, everything unraveled fast. Sure, he was electric at Texas A&M, but the NFL isn't Saturday night in the SEC. Manziel lasted just 2 seasons, threw only 7 touchdowns, matched that with 7 interceptions, and racked up more headlines for partying than passing. By 2016, he was out of the league. Now he's playing in fan-controlled football leagues, and openly admits he barely watched film in the NFL. That's not a career, that's a cautionary tale. Number 9, Keith Scheler, 1994, pick number 3, Washington Redskins. He was supposed to be the future of the franchise. Instead, Keith Scheler became one of the fastest quarterback busts of the 90s. The Redskins used the 3rd overall pick on the Tennessee Star and instantly regretted it. Scheler threw just 15 touchdowns and 33 interceptions. He never found rhythm, never looked comfortable, and by his 4th season, he was out of the league. The bright side? He went on to become a US congressman. So yeah, not a great quarterback, but at least he got a decent backup career. Number 8, Josh Rosen, 2018, pick number 10, Arizona Cardinals. Rosen came out of UCLA with all the tools, arm strength, mechanics, and NFL-ready polish, but his personality rubbed people the wrong way, and once he got to the league, nothing ever clicked. He started 13 games his rookie year, threw 11 touchdowns, and 14 picks. Arizona gave up after 1 season, drafted Kyler Murray, and sent Rosen packing. He bounced around the league, Dolphins, Bucks, 49ers, but never stuck. He's now more known for being the guy taken before Lamar Jackson for anything he did on the field. Number 7, Joey Harrington, 2002, pick number 3, Detroit Lions. Harrington had all the makings of a solid NFL starter coming out of Oregon. Big arm, smart, played a pro-style offense, but the NFL reality? It was rough. He threw more interceptions than touchdowns in 3 of his first 4 seasons, finished his career with 79 touchdowns and 85 interceptions. And despite being given the keys to the Lions offense for 4 seasons, he never looked like the guy. He went on to short stints with Miami and Atlanta, but let's be honest, when you're known more for piano commercials than clutch wins, it didn't go well. Number 6, Matt Lonard, 2006, pick number 10, Arizona Cardinals. Another Heisman winner, another USC legend, another bust. Matt Lonard came into the league as a star. He had just led USC to multiple national title games, but in Arizona, he fizzled fast. In 6 seasons, he started just 18 games, finished with 15 touchdowns and 21 interceptions. He couldn't beat out Kurt Warner. He couldn't beat out anyone, really. The talent was there, but the fire wasn't. Even Lonard later admitted he didn't take the game seriously enough. He's now on TV doing analyst work, but his NFL career? Pure disappointment. Number 5, Achilles Smith, 1999, pick number 3, Cincinnati Bengals. Achilles Smith's ascent to the NFL was meteoric. After a standout senior year at the University of Oregon, where he threw for 3,763 yards and 32 touchdowns, the Bengals saw him as their franchise savior. However, the transition to the NFL proved challenging. In his rookie season, Smith started 11 games but managed only 2 touchdowns against 6 interceptions. Over 4 seasons, he appeared in just 22 games, throwing for 2,212 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. His completion percentage hovered around 46.6, and his passer rating was a dismal 52.8. Smith's struggles were attributed to a combination of factors: limited starting experience in college, difficulty grasping the Bengals' offensive system, and inconsistent mechanics. Despite opportunities, he never solidified his role, leading to his release in 2002. Smith's brief and tumultuous NFL tenure remains a cautionary tale about projecting college success to the professional level. Number 4, Zach Wilson, 2021, pick number 2, New York Jets. Zach Wilson's selection by the Jets was met with optimism. His impressive junior year at BYU showcased his arm strength and mobility, leading many to believe he could rejuvenate the Jets' offense. However, his NFL journey has been tumultuous. Over 3 seasons with the Jets, Wilson played in 34 games, starting 33. He completed 566 of 993 passes, 57%, for 6,293 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 25 interceptions, resulting in a passer rating of 73.2. His tenure was marked by inconsistency, injuries, and challenges adapting to the NFL's pace. In 2023, Wilson was traded to the Denver Broncos, but struggled to secure the starting role. By 2025, he signed a one-year deal with the Miami Dolphins, aiming to reset his career. Despite his physical talents, Wilson's early NFL years have been underwhelming, placing him among the notable first-round disappointments. Number 3. Mitchell Trubisky, 2017, pick number 2, Chicago Bears. The Bears' decision to draft Trubisky over quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson remains one of the most debated moves in recent draft history. Coming from the University of North Carolina with only 13 college starts, Trubisky was seen as a developmental prospect with high upside. During his time with the Bears, Trubisky started 50 games, throwing for 10,609 yards, 64 touchdowns, and 37 interceptions. He earned a Pro Bowl selection in 2018, but struggled with consistency and decision-making. After 4 seasons, the Bears declined his fifth-year option. Trubisky had subsequent stints with the Buffalo Bills and Pittsburgh Steelers, primarily serving as a backup. As of 2024, he returned to the Bills, appearing in 9 games and throwing for 179 yards and 2 touchdowns. While not a complete bust, Trubisky's career has not met the expectations of a second overall pick. Number 2, JaMarcus Russell, 2007, pick number 1, Oakland Raiders. JaMarcus Russell's combination of size and arm strength made him a tantalizing prospect. After a stellar career at LSU, the Raiders selected him first overall, hoping he'd be their franchise quarterback. Russell's NFL career was marred by poor work ethic, weight issues, and a lack of preparation. Over 3 seasons, he played in 31 games, completing 354 of 680 passes, 52.1%, for 4,083 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 23 interceptions. His passer rating stood at 65.2%. Off-field issues further derailed his career. In 2010, Russell was arrested for possession of codeine syrup without a prescription. Despite attempts to return to the NFL, he never played another down after 2009. Russell's tenure is often cited as one of the most significant draft busts in NFL history. Number 1. Ryan Leaf, 1998, pick number 2, San Diego Chargers. Ryan Leaf's college success at Washington State made him a top prospect alongside Peyton Manning. The Chargers, desperate for a franchise quarterback, selected Leaf second overall. Leaf's NFL career was a disaster. In 25 games, he completed 317 of 655 passes, 48.4%, for 3,666 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 36 interceptions. His passer rating was a mere 50. Beyond the stats, Leaf's tenure was plagued by poor leadership, clashes with coaches, and off-field issues. After brief stints with the Buccaneers, Cowboys, and Seahawks, Leaf retired in 2002. His post-NFL life included legal troubles and incarceration. However, in recent years, Leaf has turned his life around, becoming an advocate for mental health and addiction recovery. Despite his personal redemption, his NFL career remains a benchmark for draft failures. First off, scouting quarterbacks is straight up hard. You can measure arm strength, you can count touchdowns, you can break down film, but what you can't always see is how a guy handles failure, or pressure, or walking into a locker room full of grown men expecting him to turn a losing team into a playoff contender overnight. Take Ryan Leaf, for example. On paper, he had it all. Big arm, prototypical size. He even took Washington State to the Rose Bowl, but mentally, he was not ready for the NFL. He clashed with teammates, got into it with the media, and admitted later he didn't love the game. He loved what the game gave him. That's a huge red flag in hindsight, but in the moment, the Chargers chose him over future Hall of Famers, and it torpedoed their franchise for years. Another common thread? Bad fits. Some of these quarterbacks were dropped into dysfunctional systems with zero support. Achilles Smith was thrown into the Bengals' chaos. Josh Rosen went to the worst offensive line in the NFL. Zach Wilson? He was on a Jets team trying to rebuild on the fly with a rookie head coach and a shaky roster. Even Mitch Trubisky, who had 1 Pro Bowl season, was placed in a system that didn't play to his strengths. Chicago traded up to get him, and then spent the next few years asking him to play like someone he wasn't. That mismatch between scheme and talent kills confidence, kills development, and kills careers. Here's another hard truth. Not everyone is built to be a franchise QB. Some guys are incredible talents but crumble under the weight of expectation. Johnny Manziel was electric in college, but as soon as things got hard in the NFL, he reverted to old habits. He's admitted he didn't watch film. He partied through game weeks. He thought talent alone would carry him. It didn't. When you're drafted in the first round, especially in the top 10, you're expected to be the guy immediately. There's no warm-up, no grace period, and if you're not mentally ready for that pressure, it'll crush you. That's what separates the Burrows and Mahomes of the world from the Rosens and Leafs. It's not just about skill, it's about composure, consistency, and maturity. Let's not ignore how much hype plays a role either. Zach Wilson's draft stock soared after a COVID-shortened BYU season where he put up great numbers against weak competition. One viral off-platform throw at his pro day and suddenly he's the next Mahomes. Sound familiar? We fall for the same trap every few years. A strong combine, a clean highlight reel, a couple of good media sound bites, and teams start projecting superstardom on the guys who haven't proven it consistently. The result? Front offices reach. They overdraft. And they hope the coaching staff can fix whatever flaws are obvious on tape. Spoiler alert, it rarely works. What are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.